Okay, let's talk now of financial independence. Let me first give you my definition of financial independence. Number one, the ability to live from the income of your personal resources. This should be every person who lives in a free country, especially a capitalistic country. This should be everyone's goal, to someday be able to live from the income of your personal resources. Now, how many resources you need, right, depends on how you want to live. But if you wish to live modestly, it doesn't take all that many resources over a fairly brief period of time to have enough resources to live modestly. If you wish to live more lavishly, of course, you need to accumulate more resources. But that's my view of financial independence, so that you can live from the income of your resources. Now, here's what else that does. Now you can choose the work you do. Now you can choose to work or not work. Now you can work not because you have to, but because you want to. When we talk to kids about financial independence, we say, do what you have to as quick as you can so you can do what you want to as long as you can. Next key phrase. Economics is major. Everybody should major in economics, because it's such a vital part of your life. A paycheck is so vital because, first of all, it provides for you and the family's survival. Second, it provides for the opportunity of success. Some people feel we shouldn't spend that much time talking about money, but we really should. Someone says, well, you know, money is the root of all evil. Not true. Here's what it really says. The love of money is the root of all evil. And I'm sure everyone here has dispensed with the idea of falling in love with money, because that serves no purpose. Here's what's noble, what money can do. The projects it can support. The relief from debt it can create. Building a financial wall around your family nothing can get through. So economics is major. The key, of course, is what you do with it. If you earn a lot, you should give a lot. Key phrase from antiquity, here's what it says. If you've been given much, now much is required. If you've been given great responsibility, much is required. If you've been given much wealth, now much is required. Everyone has to solve this about the money to go for. Should you go for the money? Should you go for success? And here's the philosophy, we've already covered it. You should earn as much as you possibly can in the reasonable time devoted to economics, job, business. Reasonable time devoted to economics, job, business, future, enterprise. With that enterprise and with that job, the key is to earn as much as you possibly can as you balance your life with everything else. Not at the sacrifice of your friendships, not at the sacrifice of values, not at the sacrifice of integrity.
The late Jim Rohn was a gifted storyteller with dynamic delivery and thought-provoking substance. His philosophy was an important influence on me as I was growing my wealth and business, so today I'd like to share a collection of his quotes pertaining to finance. We will kick it off with quote number 1. In order to become financially independent, you must turn part of your income into capital, turn capital into enterprise, then turn enterprise into profit, turn profit into investment, and turn investment into financial independence. This is a great quote from Jim Rohn because it describes the path we must take to financial independence. Each step of the wealth creation process is outlined within the quote as a road we can take to financial success. Quote number 2. We can have more than we've got because we can become more than we are. Jim Rohn believed that in order for the world to change for us, we must change. He believed personal development was the worthiest labor in life, and that it is not the money that counts. It is who you become in the pursuit of the money that matters. Quote number 3. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day, while failure is simply a few errors in judgment repeated every day. It is the accumulative weight of our disciplines and our judgments that leads us to either fortune or failure. He believed that all successful outcomes are created from a series of smaller actions. Each small action that we commit towards our goal counts as a building block of a disciplined and successful life. Quote number 4. There is no better opportunity to receive more than to be thankful for what you already have. Thanksgiving opens up the windows of opportunity for ideas to flow your way. The concept of gratitude is popular among all personal development mentors. Being grateful allows us to reinforce what it is we want to see more of in our lives. When your mind is filled with gratitude, it cannot be filled with anxiety or anger. Practicing gratitude every day will increase your immunity against negative emotions and thought patterns. Quote number 5. Goals. There's no telling what you can do when you get inspired by them. There's no telling what you can do when you believe in them. There's no telling what will happen when you act upon them. This is a great quote from Jim Rohn because it highlights the birth and development of successful action. Every effective action begins with inspiration. That inspiration is then backed by belief, and that belief is then turned into action. This is how ideas evolve into reality. Quote number 6. All values must be won by contest, and after they have been won, they must be defended. This is how Jim Rohn explains that once we achieve a certain level of success, we must not get too comfortable. Achievement is something that needs to be continuously protected. As times change, we must also change. We must always continue to adapt to our surroundings. Quote number 7. Don't sell out your virtue and your value for something you think you want. Judas got the money, but he threw it all away and hung himself because he was so unhappy with himself. This is how Jim Rohn stresses that we must not lose our dignity and virtue in the pursuit of monetary success. It is important to develop a strong reason for your achievement. Most of the time, money is a side effect of pursuing a higher value, such as helping the world become a better place. Quote number 8. Values were meant to be costly. If it doesn't cost much, we probably wouldn't appreciate the value. This quote speaks to the idea that everything worthwhile requires a sacrifice. In the pursuit of achievement, we must choose what it is we are willing to sacrifice in order to see our plans come to fruition. If it were easy, everyone would be rich. Be grateful that you have the opportunity to persevere in the face of adversity. Quote number 9. If you don't like how things are, change it. You're not a tree. This quote comes from when Jim Rohn discusses the fact that humans have the innate ability to completely change their circumstances. If you don't like the way things are, change them. Unlike a tree which is bound to the location it is born, humans have the power to relocate, renew, and reconsider their circumstances. Quote number 10. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present. This is a great quote from Jim Rohn because it highlights the fact that in each present moment we have an important decision to make. We must choose happiness. It takes courage to choose happiness in the face of challenge and uncertainty. Happiness is an active endeavor. It is not a destination. Jim Rohn believed the secret to happiness is falling in love with the process and enjoying every minute of the journey. Life is to be admired for all of its peaks and valleys. Think about how you can choose happiness in every present moment. This concludes our list of quotes from Jim Rohn on financial freedom. Subscribe to the Helpful Dreams channel for more thought-provoking content, and we hope to see you in the next one.
Chẳng được quên khi cơn mưa đêm lại về. Em đã quên lời thề và ta như đông chìm sâu. Không cần mơ em anh nhận màu. Em chỉ cần mơ đâu em mai. Chỉ còn là những cơn mưa vô giá. Cho em mơ em không mơ anh. Anh vẫn đang mơ. Chỉ cần bên em không được còn nhớ. Và chỉ có em không còn nhớ. Và người ta bên nhau như là tớ. Muốn nhớ về say em chỉ có mấy em ở đây. Và anh như muốn chết đi nhưng không muốn em mãi mãi. Tình yêu làm cho ta đau đầu. Không em như mà mơ mộng. Anh như đang mong cầu. Và mưa bên em vô sầu. Chào cả mà mai em mơ. Chỉ có bên em nhưng là khó mơ. Em vẫn đang dài. Em muốn bên ai. Anh không mong gì hơn. Chỉ mong em sẽ ở đây ôm anh thật gần. Anh chỉ mong đôi ta được có nhau. Mà đừng em đâu anh có em. Mỗi đêm bên anh có em. Ta sẽ trao nhau môi hôn thật sâu. Ôm anh cứ mưa bằng ngâu. Và em chỉ nằm đâu. Anh không muốn em ở đâu đâu. Một cơn nắng thứ anh không mơ cầu. Mà gặp đôi anh mà bên giờ. Anh chỉ là my friend giờ. Em quên đi bao lời hứa. Quên đi cần ngày xưa. Anh như là muốn nhớ. Em cứ một chưa. trên. Đừng nhìn anh như một đôi đi bằng kem, không như là ba sẽ là thêm. Cho em nhiều hơn như là kem, yeah. Chỉ cần là mưa thôi, em chỉ cần là mưa thôi, còn ai sẽ là nắng rồi. Em chỉ cần là mưa thôi, cho anh ngược êm trôi, cho anh được ôm em khi trời nắng và ôm em khi trời mưa. Và có anh có mặt trời, em như là cuộc đời, có được nhau là gặp thời, không cần mưa để mất lời. Anh muốn em mau về đây để cơn mưa ngừng trôi. Anh muốn em là cuộc đời trong mưa mời, bao có bao nhiêu sự trên đời. Anh chỉ mong muốn có em bên người, muốn muốn đến mãi mãi, chỉ cần mà sai. Em nên làm con tim u sầu, đừng làm con tim để đau đầu. Yêu em chẳng em mà mong cầu, chỉ muốn có em ở trong đầu. Anh không
reckoning's here, the sound of deafening fear. Get a little bit of trouble, K-N-I-F-E, right in your you will be replaced. They won't find a trace of you anywhere or any place. So living life, everyday, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, everyday, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait no, it's living with no shame. Wait no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well I just wanna be happy, how to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome. But try to do what you love when it's said and done. Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life, everyday, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life, everyday, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days.